You know what time it is. Notify me. I haven't didn't notify me. I'm not upcoming. I am freaking live, yo. The music in here is a bit freaking loud today. Alright, there we go. 69 people. That's a great number, 69. I don't know. I have to say that. I don't know why, but I do. Let me toss up some hearts. Bung, 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 bung. Let me do some hellos. Yes, we are going to walk around a little bit, but it's Friday. I had to come and get some coffee. Chill out a little bit at my favorite spot here at True Bar. We'll ritualize this whole thing, and then we'll walk around a little bit. Let's say hello to Janice, Mary, Maria, Phil, Joe, Lord of the Rings, Val Marie, Tom Helm, Greg Jasper, Chris Miller, Maria with the 5 Bananagramas kicking off Super Chat. What do I think about people? Vegas should make housing more accessible? Yeah, I mean, they don't really give a crap about people who live here, unfortunately. I mean, our average condominium price is $300,000 right now for like a 850 square foot shithole. So, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. But they should, they've been talking about, they're doing an affordable housing project in the Northwest, 1,000 houses, but they keep saying that, but it never ends up affordable. You know what I'm saying? It's a freaking scam, but it is Vegas. Affordable houses equals less property tax, which equals less money in their coffers, So they're not all about. They love that the prices are accelerating the way they are because it's more tax revenue for them. Jim Wolf, Tom Mack, N90, Venus. Who else is here? Sony, Marie Bella. I'm gonna go down the list here. Bert is here. Captain Lope is here. Double Eagle is here. Does Bro always give us an Easter? Yeah, I do. Actually, I do. Sometimes I throw people off with the thumbnail. Sometimes I have if I make it at 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning or the night before, and then, I have a little change of plans, I might do something different. But yes, the thumbnails are Easter eggs. And you noticed. Someone noticed. That's cool. I'm glad you did. Bert, peace back. Kevin H. Alan, it's coffee time for sure. Porkenstein. Lee. Wow, everyone's stacking up. BCDC, Chris Stanton Frank, Milo. Tree, 50 miles per hour, media. Yeah, is that a coffee setup or what? Thank you, Chris. You noticed? I'm ready to drink this. I've been looking forward to this all freaking day. Actually, all week. Mark, how you doing? Wow, we got 127 people to kick it off. Joe Q. Marta, Sylvia. What up, Ken? Alright, I think I caught up with everyone. Alright, let me build this here coffee real quick. Let's get the construction project underway. This is the chick who almost gave me, let's eat one of these first. Yum. She almost gave me some oat milk again. I would have freaking vomited. I'm like, no, I'm not into that oat milk. And she's like, oh, I thought you were. I'm like, yeah. I let her off the hook. You know what? I spend a lot of time just letting people off the hook, not to make them feel stupid because I'm a nice guy. I'm like, nah, I used to be, but that's just not me anymore. So we'll just go with 2% from now on. She's like, oh, all right. You gotta be a gentleman sometimes. It's a time to go full on freaking buck wild, and then there's time to just let people off the hook. You can honestly say, well, me? That shit is gross. What do you think I am? You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do that. Alright. I'm gonna try 7 chunks. 7 chunks ought to be good. These people are observing me. People, you'll see them in a minute. Alright, here we go. Oh. Doesn't seem too hot. It's not melting that quick. Alright. Let's put that over there. So yes, we are going to walk around. So if that's what you came here to see, that's what you're going to see. But it is coffee time. It was a busy ass day for me. I started out with coffee. Then I headed over to, well, it was still cool. And it's still pretty cool out now. It's 77 degrees, which for May is pretty damn good. And I headed over to the storage unit to start tossing shit out before the movers are coming to bring it back. Oh, that's nice. The movers are coming to bring all the stuff back to my house. When is that? The 15th? What is that? I think that's Wednesday of next week. So I want to get all the shit ready. I don't want to bring shit that, I'm not going to use. Remember I told you I keep boxes, and I know a lot of you people keep boxes. I wouldn't say half, maybe like 20% of the entire storage unit is nothing but boxes. I mean, I bought an ice cream maker like a year ago, and I got the box for it. Just in case I had to return it, but in passing, I threw it in the storage place. I got every box from all the laptops I'm using. Just boxes and boxes. I bought a new lawn chair last summer. I still got the friggin' box for it, It's like, holy shit. And then my storage facility is a big sign on the dumpster, and there's a frickin' camera pointing at it saying if you dump shit over here, we're gonna charge your account and whatnot. Assholes. Like I don't pay them enough money. So I gotta figure out where to dump all this shit. But there's boxes. Like, I bought a set of knives. Like, I have my Hinkles, but then I bought a set of Cuisinart because they were like super, super, super cheap. Just daily driver knives. And I saved the box today. I got the boxes for everything. Never went back in and tossed none of it out. Keith, thank you very much. I just got that notification. I do appreciate you. You are friggin' awesome. Alright, let's test this. Let's fire this up bonk in that direction. Let's turn this around. One more. Oh. That surprises me. It probably surprises you too. Alright, what's up? Alright. Coffee. This is very exciting. And then after those missions, I didn't clean it up. I put in an hour and a half over there. That's all I could afford to give it. I'll go back again tomorrow, then definitely on Sunday. And then I came back, and the studio, which a lot of you have seen already, is like 75% done. Not done, taken down. I got the mics taken down. I got the lights that are mounted off the ceiling on those, extendable arms. Those are down. Most of the wiring is down. The speakers are down. The printers are down. Like, everything's discombobulated. And I'll finish that shit up tonight. That makes me happy. Alright, got my coffee. So that's kind of exciting. It is all going into the room next door. Well, down the hallway. I'm going to paint it tomorrow. Why not throw a fresh coat of paint before I cover it all up, What else do I got to do? Then I got to reassemble the desk. Then I got to put all the LED lights back on the desk. Then I got to put the computers out. Then I got to put the laptops out. Then I got to put the monitors out. Then I got to put my signage out. Then I got to start figuring out the lighting scheme, because this room is completely different from the other room. So when I did the lighting, it's kind of like I can't replicate it in the next room, so it's gonna have to be from scratch. And then when that shit's done, I got to move everything that was in the living room, which was the spare bedroom, back into the new spare bedroom, which was my old studio. So it's a bigger room, which is cool. The other studio was 13 by like almost 15, which is kind of on the small side, but that's like, by today's standards, that's like a grandmaster frickin' bedroom, you know? And I told you about there was a house for sale that was like 1,100 square feet and boasted 4 bedrooms, and they were all like 9 by 11, and the master bedroom was 12 by 10. Ooh, you know, that's what they're doing. They're pulling that shit these days. Anyway, I digress. The new room it's almost square. It's like 14 by 16, 16 and a half or something like that. So I got more room. Yeah. All right, now I am friggin' happy. Oh, that coffee goes down well. Let's see who else is here. Kyle is here. Marlene. Bags in the Reel. Good to see you, Bags in the Reel. Jim West, feeling better? I know you are. I can feel it. Burnt bean water. This is so good. I mean, it's not as hot as I'd like it, but it is good. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be happy momentarily. Best caffeine. Black eyes. Who's got black eyes? Love the shirt. Matches my baby. You like that? I like that shirt. This was like a short-lived brand at Sears. They sold everything by Everlast over there, and I found so much shit in my in the storage unit too. I'll do some more of those in a minute. I found no less than 6, count them, 6 laptop bags. What do I need 6 laptop bags for? Why are they in my storage unit? I need 3 at best if I travel, but now all the other stuff I travel with, my Toomey bag, like every bag that I own has a laptop sleeve in it. So I haven't looked at those in years, you know? So what do I need 6 for? I'm finding so much shit, and I'll probably put it all up on eBay or whatever, you know? I ain't gotta toss it out. I mean, some of them are beautiful. One is actually a Toomey, but it is what it is. And still, a third of everything in there is Christmas ornaments and Christmas decorations and shit. All right. That is good. I'm so thoroughly enjoying that. Alright, you guys are drinking the black. What time? What? Yeah, that's why I do steamed milk. That way it doesn't, I learned, they used to give me the cold freaking 39-degree milk all the time, and I can't stand that. I'm like, hey, can you steam my milk, please? And now they steam my milk. But she is the one that's in there now is like my least favorite. Even though she's my favorite, they're all my favorite. Okay. Damn, I know they watch. I'm sorry. How can I word this properly? How can I take my foot out of my mouth? She's awesome, but she's got her own ideas about how coffee should be served that tend to conflict with mine on occasion. I think that was the most politically correct way to say it. Bags in the Reel. You enjoyed the outlet video? I thought it was fun. I had a good time with that one. I'm glad they finally put it back up. They took that down and like put a big X across it so no one could watch it. But then they chopped out. It was because of Hotel California was playing in the background of one of those stores. So I chopped that out and waited a day and they put it back up. So, yeah. The hotter the better. Yeah, I know. This is kind of like lukewarm already. That's why I like I forget who sent it to me. I really should like write, the names of people, when they send me something. But someone sent me a coffee mug warmer that works on USB. you know, and I don't plug it into the laptop or the computer because I'm afraid to fry it, but I do plug it into like a brick, and then I plug it into that, and it works freaking great. Keeps that coffee hot. You're the only one that's like, yeah, I know. But she determined that I should be drinking oat milk. MTC oil and coffee. MCT. All right, I gotta look that up. You know what? Is Kayla working here? No, she's not here today. I haven't seen her. I have not seen her. Let me look this up real quick. I got some stuff. We're gonna talk about some stuff before we go outside. MTC oil. What the heck is MTC oil? Oh, the bulletproof deal. Health benefits and common uses. Made from a type of fat called medium chain triglycerides. Ooh, I like triglycerides. MTC can help your body make ketones, an energy source for your brain that doesn't have carbs. I can do some brain power. Some say drinking it will make your mind sharper. But if you don't have cognitive disorders, you aren't likely to get a long-term brain boost. I might have some cognitive disorders. Just saying. Alright, the benefits thereof. Treats diarrhea and steatorrhea and liver disease. Lowers weight. Gotta be careful with that one. Can't afford any more pounds going away. Decreases metabolic syndrome. That's good. Abdominal obesity and inflammation. That sounds good. Foods with MTC. Coconut oil, palm kernel oil. Don't palm kernel oil. I mean, that's some peanut butter. Butter's awesome. I've been putting butter on everything nowadays. Because when butter started getting up to like $10 a pound, I backed the F off. But now that it's back around, at least here in Vegas, it's back around, high $2, $2.89 or whatever a pound for like Walmart's own brand, which is just as good as anyone else's, except the really good stuff. I put it on everything. I did try putting it in my coffee once. That I do have to say. Oh, did I just lose? I think I lost the page I wanted to look at real quick. Hold everything. Because we're going to go over some stuff real quick. Because I was reading a report today. But first, I'm going to invite everyone who's not already subscribed to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do the skin, which is at least 5 times a week. Get them on the support channel. Super chat while I'm live is the grease that keeps the wheels rolling. And don't forget, Kerrygold is good butter. Oh my God, you're right. You are 100% correct. Check me out over at HeyBrorFredrik.com. That's my site. That's my streaming platform. It's Bror Fredrik, raw and frickin' uncensored. Well, we can talk about all the things we're not allowed to talk about here on YT. Raw and frickin' uncensored. And I gotta answer to nobody over there. Except you guys. But other than that, and I got the Cash App, the Venmo, and all those other good things down there, and the Amazon links and all that other good stuff. Because my channel is I wouldn't say viewer funded. Sort of like PBS, because YT, they're not huge fans. They watch a lot, but they're not huge fans of me. I tend to piss them off a lot. Let's see if I can piss them off today. Someone asked if we could talk more financial stuff. I'm down with it. Okay. Now, this is financial, but not quite financial. It's something I want everyone to be aware of. Again, this ain't your thing. Chill out a bit. We are going to hit the strip in a bit after I'm done with this coffee. A report came out today. There's always a report. And that's all I read is reports. Well, I listen to them. I have my computer read them. Like I get them in PDFs, and then I have the computer read them to me and stuff. That way I can do other shit. How did you? Did you guys hear the new report about Social Security? Social Security is going to be insolvent by 2033. That's a little over 8 years from now. A little over 8 years from now, it will be in freaking solvent. Not bankrupt, but insolvent. Chris and Frank with the 10 banana rounds. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And we got to talk about that a second. We do have to talk about this a second. And hey, what's going on, man? Good to see you, bro.
Yeah. Oh, you completely off guard.
Yeah, I was like, whoa. What up?
Not much. Happy to be in town. I was over having
cool.
a burger in and out. You popped up. I'm like, oh shit, you're across the street.
Yeah. I'm doing a little chat before we walk out.
Yeah. What's up, everybody?
What up? Sentry in the house. Get some coffee?
Yeah.
Did you try the coffee yet?
No, I haven't had it yet.
One of these dudes will hook us up. Yeah, this is like the most amazing coffee. You know what I was about to talk about? Did you read the report that came out about Social Security becoming insolvent?
Oh, I did.
33?
I did.
8.5 years from now, it'll be insolvent.
Yep.
Unfreaking believable. Now, they're putting a spin on it, because this is what I wanted to talk about before we went going. They're putting a spin on it. They're saying, it actually can go till 2035 in the best case scenario. In the best case scenario, I mean, the government controls it, so I don't understand how there'll ever be a best case scenario. In the worst case scenario, 2031. 2031. That's 7 years from now. 5 Bananamas from Janice, and she gives you a big shout out.
Hey.
Bro, could you give my buddy a coffee?
Yeah, man. No problem.
I appreciate it. You like Americano or regular?
Yeah, Americano.
Yeah, like the Americano deal like I got going on. Cool.
Yeah, and it's funny you mentioned that. I heard something that they were talking about also anything going past 2030 was going to be like another 40%.
Yeah. Well, what they're saying is if it goes insolvent, because nobody's, you guys are paying attention. We're going to have this conversation, but I'm having this conversation with everyone out there. If it goes insolvent in 8 years, they're going to have to, in order to keep making payments for the next 2 years till 2035, they'll have to they're going to cut everyone 21%. So you'll only get 79% of your benefit from now on with Social Security in 2033. What are they planning to do about that? They're going to either raise taxes to try to cover it, because why is it happening? One, the government's handling it, so you know what's going on with that. You know, they're not good stewards of money. Younger people are opting out of the workforce. We have a lot of baby boomers are getting out and collecting, so they're no longer contributing, now they're collecting. So it's throwing everything wacky. There's more people on benefits than there ever was. So there's Social Security is a Ponzi scheme. It's the clinical freaking definition of a Ponzi scheme. I mean, people go to jail for what Social Security is. People have been put literally in jail forever. 5 Bananamas for Venus got your coffee. Venus and Jim got your coffee.
Oh, thank you.
It's a Ponzi scheme. That's all it is a Ponzi scheme. You get new investors to fund the old investors, but ultimately it collapses, and now it's collapsing. The chickens have come back to roost. So they want to do a couple of things. They want to raise taxes to cover that, which isn't really accurate. Then they say if we steal money from the disability fund of Social Security to pay the old age aspect of this, we can keep it afloat another year or two. So they're going to drain one to fund the other, so now they're going to borrow from Peter to pay Paul. Besides, it's a giant Ponzi scheme on a freaking epic level. I want to do a calculation real quick. Currently, the government takes 6.2%, I think it is. Am I correct? I think it's 6.2% for Social Security. If you're self-employed, they take double. They take 12.4% of your money if you're self-freaking-employed, which is a kick in the freaking nuts, because your employer kicks in part of it, you know. So being that you're self-employed, you're kicking in the other part. So at 6.2%, they're planning on raising it. They said probably within the next year or two, they'll raise it to 7.9%. That is on top of any tax increases to try to avoid this collapse. But I want to show you something real quick. The concept of a Ponzi scheme here. Let me turn this around real quick. And they have tried so many times to do the self-directed Social Security. They've been talking about that for years and years and years and years and years.
A hypothesis for a while.
That would be the best way to do it. Okay, let's do a quick analysis here. All right, we have calculator. What was that? I don't know what I was calculating there. All right, so you got, say you're making $1,000 a week. So that's $62 a week, right? That is times 52. That's 6.2%. That's 3,000. Thought it'd be more than that. Is that correct? Is my math correct on that? Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. Right? Yeah, that's correct. Okay, so let's divide that by 12. That would be a contribution of $269. Let's just round up. All right, now, if you had a self-directed account, all right, let's just take an easy ETF like SCHD, which is currently at $79, right? We're going to start out with one share, just for the absolute F of it. And we're going to invest the initial $79. Okay, holding period. We're going to F around with holding period a bit. Yearly dividend, annually, 3% is good. Okay, now your contribution. We're assuming that this is self-directed Social Security. What do we say? That was 32. Yeah, okay, let's say $32.50. All right, so we're going to put in $32.50 a year. The dividend tax rate at 15%. Expected rise in dividend payout, 10%. That's accurate. I'm going to drop that down a bit just to be a little more conservative. Let's make that 7%. And we're going to drip all our savings back in because Social Security. In 10 years, if you were paying Social Security, watch this. Calculate. You would have a balance of $63,000 based on a 32,000. So your money would have doubled. Now, you're at 20 years old, you're going to retire at 62. So, let's do some more calculations. Where are we years? Holding period. 40 years? You start at 20, you retire at 62, whatever. 40 years. Watch what happens right now. And this is assuming you never get a frickin' raise.
Got your next one.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, cool. But, excuse me. $94 million. Is everyone seeing that? 94 million fucking dollars. That's what the government owes you if you've been paying your Social Security since you were 20 years old. $94 million. 72,000% return. And your dividend, your payment on that, the interest alone compounded is $85 million.
Government is a band of thieves.
Are you with me on this? Are you with me on this real quick? So, you're 20 years old, you're paying the social, and this is assuming you make the same $1,000 till the day you die. Of course, you know, you're gonna do better, you're gonna get a raise, you're gonna move jobs, whatever. But if you didn't, if you made the same money, but you put $62 a week, just like they're taking out of you now, at the end of 40 years, you'd have $94 million. $94 million. Now, what do they pay? You retire, say, at 67 years old. Let's get back to the calculator. You retire at 67 years old. I think the average benefit is $1,100. So you got $1,100 a month. Who could live on that? Times 12. That's $13,200 a year they're graciously giving you. Your life expectancy at 67 is another 15 years, pretty much. Okay, so it's times $13,200 times 15 additional years. Wow, $198,000 they're gonna give back to you.
Congratulations.
Yay! So, are you still with me here? You're entitled, if you had stuck the money in yourself, in a self-directed Roth IRA, you'd be worth $94 million by the time you retired. At 62. And you still had 15 years to go. At 67, because I keep raising the age, you get a whole $13,200 a year. Yay! Ponzi scheme.
The Ponzi slot machine payback set at 1%.
Oh my God, that's mind-boggling. You know, and people are like, they're putting off investing, they're putting off savings, they're putting off rainy day shit because Social Security is gonna somehow, you know, come to their rescue, and it's not. It is so not. You are so screwed, blued, and tattooed because it's a Ponzi scheme, and there's no way out of it. You can't get out of the scam.
You gotta be ready with Bror Security, Century Security, Paul Security. Not Social Security.
No, you gotta be your own security, you know. Otherwise, you're just effed. You're effed. Okay. Let's think about this for a second. All right, let me tell you. I'm feeling great. I'm happy. I have no intention of self-deleting whatsoever. Are we clear on that? I'm happy. I'm not self-deleting. Let's talk about this a second. I'm going there. Who was the most likely people who died, who expired during the shutdown, during the virus? Who was that? People eligible for Social Security.
Exactly.
How come no one said that? How come no one's had the balls to say that out loud except me? Who expired due to the whole C-19, 17, whatever the hell it was? Old people who are collecting Social Security. So they alleviated an enormous burden on the government that they no longer have to pay. In not millions, not billions, but trillions. Yet Social Security is still going to be insolvent in 8 years. I mean, this isn't speculative. They're not saying it might. People, listen to me. They are saying it will definitely be insolvent in 8.5 years. Definitely. 100%. Nothing's going to stop it from being insolvent. And they got this big boost. So, and I'm feeling good. So if something happens to me,
It's sad.
You haven't heard that on the news, you haven't heard that anywhere, but that is the truth of it. That's the first thing I thought of. I'm just like, wow, there saving money hand over fist, not having to make all these Social Security payments anymore. And they put them all together so that way the survival spouse benefit wasn't paid either, because it was pensioners, people eligible for Social Security, that had the highest mortality rate. Things that make you go,
The other fun thing they've been working on this in academia for the last 20 years. It's every once in a while there'll be an editorial or a story in the Wall Street Journal about taking our 401 Kellogg's plans, like they did in South America, and confiscating those.
Oh my God, that would be horrendous.
They've been working on a plan to take that money and write
Really?
shares. Like they've done that in South America in a few different countries, and it's been
Just confiscated it as an asset.
Yeah, as an asset to look.
Wow.
To get the cash back into the government. Of course, writing people IOUs and shares. And
I mean, honestly, a 401k, if your company has a 401k, if you're not taking advantage of it, you might not like money or something. Because if they're matching the first 3 to 6 or 7 or 8%, that's free money. That is literally free money. And it is pre-tax, so yes, you'll have to pay taxes on it when you pull it out, but it's free freaking money. So technically, if you're investing 50 and they're matching 5% of it, 50%, very rarely will you find 100%. But even if they're matching 50%, that's extra $25 a week.
Absolutely.
That's going to compound over the next whatever years. 401k, and you can still have an IRA as long as you're not making more than 160. I think it's 160 or 165,000 or something like that. But I'm not making that over YouTube. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. Yes, I am. So do you get the point? You get what I'm trying to say? I figured I would bring that. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and whatnot, and I don't want to be a buzzkill on a Friday, but people, we got to start getting our shit together because the government is in no way looking out for us. Because even if it does not go insolvent, they've been taking that money. All right, let me just do another calculation real quick, just for shits and giggles. Let me remove the compounding for a second. $62 times 52 equals times 40. Okay, in the grand scheme of things, your actual contribution would have been $129,000, and they're willing to give you back supposedly about 200 of it in interest, say, but if it was self-guided, if you just stuck it in like SCHD, which is super conservative, tracks the S&P 500, pays a dividend, you roll the dividends back in, $94 million. $94 million freaking dollars. Oh, okay. That's a good one. Double Eagle says $60 a week for 40 years at an annual interest rate of 7% compounded is $687,000. And you're saying we're not getting ripped off? We're not. Social Security. It's a freaking Ponzi scheme. You gotta start taking care of yourselves. And we're gonna start talking about more of this stuff. I mean, I got a bug up my ass to do. We'll probably talk about it more on brorfredrik.com. But if you guys want to keep rattling away on this, I called up Cox today, and it was on my annual calendar. Bust their balls. Like everything's coming up. So now it's time to bust Cox's balls. So I called him up. I'm like, hey, I just wanted you to review my account. You got any deals going on? They took $24 off for a year, Right? I look big picture, that $24, that's 10 months is $240 plus another 48, that's $288.
Well, the example earlier was $79 with our figure. That's a third of that.
Right? So there you go. I literally have an extra $288 because I took the time to make a 15-minute phone call, which effectively pays a month or a month. And if I just want to think very narrow, it pays for at least a month of my service, a month and a half of my service at the bare minimum. So I got a month for free for picking up the phone, or I could take $24 every once a month and stick it in my freaking Roth, right?
Exactly.
You skip one beer a month. There's untold amounts of crap you're pissing your money away on, But anyway, that's what I wanted to talk about today.
It is the time to be frugal and thrifty. All the stuff that our parents did, that's all back in fashion now.
Yep. Hey, shut up that light, you're not in the room. All that stuff, it adds up.
I'll save that for soup tomorrow, all that kind of stuff.
Yep. But it's not, I was walking out. I got here a little bit early, so I walked out the front door, and I see, people in their 20s, obviously 20s, maybe early 30s, they got Chanel bags, and Louis Vuitton. Shopping bags. Who knows what's in them? And I'm just like, really? There's nothing wrong with having that if you have discretionary income. But if you're getting it just because someone else has it, or it's going to make you feel good, it looks good in an Instagram picture, that is dumber than dirt, And I'm guilty of that. When I was in my late 20s, early 30s, I had 4 cars. Why? Because I could. Because I had a pickup, I had a van that was half a camper, I had a Cadillac, and I had a Trans Am, and I had a motorcycle. I had 5 vehicles. Paying insurance on them all, watching them all depreciate, the whole bit.
I got the 2. Insurance on 2 is nuts. I had a pickup and a Honda Accord.
Yeah,
And once you put the 4x4 thing in the truck, insurance is stupid.
Yep.
It's just like a GT on a Mustang or whatever.
Agreed. So we've all done some dumb shit, there's no doubt about it, but time for dumb shit is over. Frugality is going to rule the day. Legitimately, when the government tells you, guess what? We're going to cancel Social Security in 8 years. First, we're going to cut your benefits by 21%. Then we're going to raise your taxes to see if we can save it. That shit don't work. By 2035, there will be no more. What are you going to do? What are you going to do with your future? Not that $1,000, $1,100, $1,200 a month was really going to make a difference. But if you played your cards right, you paid your house off, let's assume that's enough to maybe buy food, and pay the utilities and maybe the taxes. So not the end of the world, but you can't even count on that shit anymore. If you don't own and you're renting, by the time you're ready to retire, you're fucked on an epic level.
Oh, absolutely.
So, hate to be all somber, but it had to be said.
There's a lot of people that need reality checks.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
I'm kind of, I'm sort of getting my mind wrapped around it too. Being an entrepreneur my entire life, and self-employed, as you know the deal, you're always thinking that the big scores, just around the corner.
Yeah, exactly.
You're always thinking one more year and, if this comes in and, because that's what the game is. We're self-employed, we're entrepreneurs because we want the freedom to do that breakout deal or whatnot. But it comes a point where it's like, you got your whole bankroll on, black. And you're just hoping it comes up on black, and if it doesn't, fuck, you'll start all over again. But you hit a certain point where, and I'm tracking the economy with that, hoping for the home run at this stage of the game, you got to get a little more serious about shit.
You can't swing at every pitch. You just got to only the fastball.
Right.
If it's down by your
100%.
ankles, if you're trying to get on base, it's wasting your time nowadays.
Alright, let me fire it back up to the chat. What do you think of that?
Oh yeah, that's serious.
Good,
concrete.
right?
Oh yeah.
It's smooth, it's mellow, but it's got a kick to it.
And it hit the spot too because I'm doing a 36-hour trip. Like Frontier, I don't know if you've ever been on the site. They have an all-you-can-fly pass. You pay one flat rate, and then you pay taxes for each of the sites. Now, a lot of times it's not the most convenient combination of flights. So a lot of times you get non-stops here. So work was driving me nuts. So Wednesday I was like, screw it, I'm going to go to Vegas. So it cost me $21 to fly here. Got here last night. It's cost me $34. I fly out tonight at midnight to get back home. Be home like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Got an El Cheapo room at Fremont. Went out and had a little fun last night. For just a couple bucks more than I would have went out at home.
No kidding. What is the annual package price?
It's $5.99.
That's not bad.
No. And
If you use it, yeah, that's not
and they've
bad.
got international stuff. There's a bunch of stuff in Mexico, the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico. It's got a lot. I shouldn't talk so loud. Then there's gonna be no more flights. Everybody on here is gonna start looking it up. And too much
Not
competition.
for you. It's not for you. Oh, you gotta kind of. So what? You have to make sure.
You only have a limited window. And
Oh, okay. So it's like
they're just
blackout dates
Yeah,
and stuff like that.
You can only book. You can only book for the most part the day before you're gonna go.
Oh, okay.
And there's usually flights, but so considering the one-way ticket was $500 and something, and I paid full price, and I paid 21 something. It's like
You're already,
yeah, I'm already.
You're already flush, yeah. Okay.
The last cycle, I got 25 tickets out of the thing, so they lost it big time.
Yeah, Janice. I was thinking the same thing. We're on the same page. Okay. Great Day Mom says hello.
Oh, hello.
Double Eagle says he's going to be retired at 105. Me too, bro.
I honestly don't think I'm
I'll see you out there.
Retiring.
I don't. I mean, it's sad to say. I think the concept of retirement is dead. I think we're all enslaved to the point where we're just going to work until we drop at a desk someday.
That's
or
it.
on a flight or whatever. Sad to say. But I mean, I like working. Working is my... No. Let me rephrase that. I love business. I love the concept of business. I love doing business, transacting business, discussing business. I like business. I don't like work. Work can kiss my ass, but business is fun. So I don't think I will ever, walk away. But at this stage of the game, I don't know if that's going to be possible, especially for these younger people. I mean, they don't want to work in and of itself, and they think that, the government's somehow going to swoop in and take care of them. And that's where half the money's going now, I mean, how many people are on benefits now? If you need benefits because, you fall into a category, but if you got 2 legs, 2 eyes, and and 2 pair of hands, go out and friggin' work. But, see, that's the other thing. When I was young, there was a stigma attached to that, It was like, well, you couldn't work. It was like one or the other. Now you can get benefits and go to work and do this and have a car. And
Yeah, I know some people are like, oh, everybody's getting theirs, let me get mine too.
yep.
And they're still working and doing stuff. That's kind of...
And we gave away $63 billion in the past 12 months to the newcomers, 63 billion with a B, and only 3 billion to vets. Something's up. Oh, you're talking about high-end, Bidenomics. He's building it back better. Yeah, he's building his bankroll back better, not ours. Tom says he should look that up because Denver is the hub for Frontier. Tons of flights out of that. Is true.
Lots of layovers out of Denver.
That is true.
When I connect in there, but there's anybody in the Denver area. This is the thing with that.
Hell hath no fury. Oh yeah, I mean, it when the boomers see, they're all sitting back. The boomers are actually gonna see. This is why I'm thinking about this too. The boomers are also gonna wreck the freaking economy in a way that the world is not prepared for, because they're all sitting back there waiting for the bat signal in the sky to sell all their houses. And there's going to be the most massive surplus dump of housing that's going to go into flood the marketplace, that people are not going to be able to recover from it. Very few are going to pass it along, and the whole generational wealth thing. It's just the market is going to be flooded with houses, which is going to drive the price down into the frickin' toilet. Guess who's going to buy it all? Company that has B in the beginning of the name, has a R-O-C-K at the end of the name. They're going to buy up all that shit.
It's not Chris Rock.
Yeah, not Chris Rock. They're going to buy that for 30 cents on the dollar, and they're going to own America. Not that they don't already, but...
You will own nothing and be happy.
You will own nothing and be happy. You will rent a house from the government, because they have more power than the government anyway. So yeah. So when the boomers pull their money out of the world, it's going to cause a stock market crash. It's going to cause a housing bubble like you've never seen. The boomer because every generation moving forward has not prepared in the same way that the boomers did. So we're all screwed, glued, and tattooed. So enjoy it while you get a Louis Vuitton bag tonight. You know, hang out, fuck it. You know, who cares?
And there's also the big, what's also a constant issue, but the familial succession with a lot of companies where some of the family members don't want to take it over. Like Stroh's Brewery was a perfect example. They were on the top of the Stroh's dog and everything back in the late 80s, and the next generation took it over, ran it in the ground within 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah. I mean, the whole concept of generational wealth and passing on a family business. You know, I always admired people who are like in a traditional, like, the family business. You know, I've always endeavored to ask every person who I found out had a generational business, how did you do it? You know, how did you inspire your children to take up the mantle and move forward and still send them to college where they got inundated with other ideas, and still come back to the family with those ideas to propel the business forward? And they would just like, just immerse them in the business. It just became for the children and the future generations. It's just what we do. So, but that concept, I don't know if that survives anymore. But
so many in this next generation don't have the work experience, the desire, the intestinal fortitude to take on those tasks. There's no safe zone. There's no one to go home, go cry to when things blow up in your face or the bills don't get paid.
Want some of this?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Yeah.
I figure if I have any more, then I may risk not being able to sleep on my flight.
Oh yeah, you'll be kind of. This isn't as high power as wind.
Oh, good.
You'll be wound up for a bit. It's more of a mellow buzz, you know. It's nice.
Did not find any buffalo that were cooperative. I did find this slot machine that was similar to the one, the chili pepper one that Phil plays.
Phil likes that. Phil.
It's almost the same concept. It just has different graphics over it. I hit that, had a nice little hit on that.
Where are you staying?
I stayed at the Golden Gate last night.
How is that place?
It's nice. It's a little loud. I mean, it's basic. The bed's comfy. It's basic.
Shit, shower, and shave.
Yeah, that's all I ever wanted. I spend my money going doing stuff.
I always wanted to stay there. I mean, it's one of the oldest properties in town, 100+ years old. Freaking cowboys were in there.
The basic, most decent rooms I tend to like down there is the D.
Tom, Double Eagle, that's funny. Tom Selleck will own all the property from the boomers from selling reverse mortgages over the years. No shit. No shit. I mean, he should, a lot of people should, it's not for me to judge, but I think a lot of people should burn for some of the things that have gone on. You get 1,007. Wow. That's what I'm saying. I mean, I think it's going to be 1,100, you know, in the next, like, 10, supposedly, with the cost of living. But the cost of living increase is a bullshit. $1,007 a month from Social Security.
The good news is that the food money should stretch once the full conversion from organic and human meat flesh to crickets and synthetics.
Right.
It should bring the food cost back down, like 39 cents a pound for synthetic.
Once we all start eating earthworms and whatnot, you know, yeah, okay.
So that'll help fix Social Security, bring everybody's food bills down.
Zach, how you doing? Francis. There is a stock that pays 8% will trigger. Really? I mean, you could drop it because, you know, I'll go research the hell out of it. I get triggered by money. You know what? I mean, as much as I would, okay, like if I was allowed to bet on a dude in a dress competing against women, I would bet on him. If you can't beat him, join him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's the world we live in now. So I don't get butthurt. Like I would bet on, let's see, hedge funds shouldn't be able to buy a single. Yeah, no shit, Chad. You know who shouldn't be able to trade stocks? Government officials?
Oh, yes. Although I do
How
like
about that
government official app thing that you can get all the trading tips from now.
Oh, yeah.
That's fun.
Tracking Nancy Pelosi's
that thing is fabulous.
Yeah, I mean, they should not. They're the ones making the rules, and they get to trade on the companies, and we don't. And that's not insider trading. Okay, that's wrong. Oh, they have the other one. Have you seen the inverse Jim Cramer?
Oh yeah.
Like if you do the opposite, Jim Cramer is the biggest frickin' shill. So go watch Jim Cramer, and if he tells you buy AT&T, short it. If he tells you short Home Depot, buy it. I mean, he is a frickin' shill. I mean, there's no other way to put it. How could a man have a TV show and be so consistently wrong on a daily basis? Someone's got to be paying his bills, you know? I mean, if he's not, I apologize, but, you know, show me the receipts. But if you do the opposite of what Jim Cramer says, you'll beat the market on the regular. And Nancy Pelosi isn't taking Jim Cramer's stock advice. She might be telling him what to do. Jim Cramer, sell, buy. Shut the actual F up. Yeah, it's called the inverse. Once I developed a trading algorithm that was so bad, I paid someone to do the opposite, and it started trading good, but I don't use algorithms anymore. It was like a day trading algorithm for Forex and whatnot. It sounded so good, and it was just such a consistent loser. I paid someone who was a designer. I was like, just do the opposite of that. He's like, this is brilliant. But it failed, at that 1 minute clock out at 6 p.m. Eastern time and whatnot, because the market would go up like 100, down 100. It's just like, after hours trading killed it. So no algorithms for me.
Lightly messed with that Forex stuff about 15 years ago and backed away. I didn't get too deep into it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do very well, but it's not back then it wasn't a true market. You were actually gambling with the broker. The broker was on the other side of every single trade you made. He never put it out to the public. You were not technically trading. They were just taking a hedge, being like, yeah, our clients are kind of fucking dumb. We'll just take the other side of their trade and be done with it.
It's like the guys with the gambling tips on the sports radio. 1-800 we'll give you the pick tonight's picks for the NBA, blah, 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 blah. All you gotta do is tell half the people the one way, the other half the other way, and you got a happy client somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I never got that. Sports. I used to kind of enjoy handicapping trotters and whatnot because, you know, their gait is controlled, number one, and you can look up things like how they do on wet conditions, and then you can look at how do they do when they're at home versus, you know, here going to a wet, you know, this statistical history that you could look at and, you know, sort of have an edge. But sports, I don't get, you know. Exactly. In sports, how can you know how far one guy is going to hit a ball, you know, that this team is going to beat the other team, and that's, I don't know. But
it's funny you're talking about horses. I was flipping through Instagram and a short quote up from Kenny Epstein, the owner over at Dale Cortez, right before the Derby. He's talking about he had a couple pages of his horse digest, and they're like, go with this guy. I think he's like number 2, number 3. Anyway, had you gone had his picks, you almost had a trifecta. He gave it right on it. He called the winner. He goes, I don't like the lead guys. He goes, the 3 guy looks good, the 5 guy, and maybe this guy like holy shit. I'm like,
even regular thoroughbreds are like, because I like the trotters because they had to trot. They could not do anything but what they do, you know. Couldn't go faster, couldn't go slower.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think we'll get booking outside in a minute. Feel like going walking around? Alright. And we love you too. What? There's a lot of Amish people around here? Where? I love off-grid camping. Yeah, I could live off the grid. Kinda. Could I live like completely off-grid? Maybe.
Yeah. You know, the more things get crazy, the more the thought. Some of the things start dancing in my head. It'd be nice to have a good piece of land, grow my own stuff.
What was that? I saw something. Nancy Pelosi's husband trades in something else. He trades in the D. Yeah, Keith H. Look up. All right. See, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just giving you warnings. This is what I do. Altria. Sin stocks. All right. Good dividend. Boston American Tobacco, there go another one. Just something to look into. That's all I'm saying. Philip Morris is Altria. That's funny. That was every kid's goal back in the neighborhood back in the day. Put your money out on the street and get 3 points a week. You know? I mean, even the expression, I got some money on the street. You know, I don't got no money on the street. But that was, you know, that was back in the day. You know? Hey, Tony's father, you know, he's got money on the street. Like 50 large. You need someone to go get it for him.
Running the can with both ends, yeah, and in the middle too.
I'm not letting a drop of this go to waste.
See, I'll tell you another thing, and I know you've been doing your own work and checking out some of these different AI profiles. I've been kind of dabbling in some of the music profiles, and I, as a musician, have here for those of us in our compositional abilities, because what I did Friday morning or I got up when I checked in for my flight. I put up this app called Suno, I think it's called.
Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Put a couple ideas in there, tempo, speed. I gave it a snippet of one idea for a lyric, and it came up with. It wrote an entire dance song that sounded like it was 1 minute 41 seconds. Sounded like a complete EDM song with chick lyrics. I'll play it for you. when this one's off. And it's one night in Vegas, and it sounds. In fact, I have it right here. It's crazy. It sounds. The audio is perfectly. Everything's mixed perfectly, nice and compression. The highs are. I mean, I'm like, and it took like 10, 12 minutes. It would have taken 20 to 30 hours of studio work. The way that the layering that's done, and some of the vocal aspects I hear in there, and the lyrics. Someone could probably have spiced the lyrics up a touch.
Yeah, you can drop that in like ChatGPT and fix that shit. But yeah, it's going to get into a whole realm of copyright law too that nobody's thinking about with all the AI technology, because it does have to, this machine learning. Someone owns part of that song, even if it's that much.
That is scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's real music.
So in 5 hours, I could write 2,000 of these and go grab a 2 CD mixer thing and go play in a club and woo, DJ Century, brand new EDM producer, and what's stopping me?
Wow.
From me being a DJ, I could be DJ Prank instead of DJ Snake and make all kinds. I mean, it's. And
it's sort of disappointing.
It is.
At the same time, watching careers just. Well, the concept of art, individual art, is dying. I'm just saying in my previous field in photography, it's kind of scary. You got a.
Oh yeah. Yeah, especially the platforms I use for the band flyers and stuff. Same thing with the graphics and the photos. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I still could if I wanted to do things like, make me a YouTube thumbnail and all that other shit. I don't know. I just can't yet. I'm just not ready to wrap my head around giving control over it. And I have a local version of ChatGPT. That it's not spitting out to the web and giving all my information away. Just not ready for that yet. I still enjoy the creative process. I still enjoy making my mind work. I still enjoy it. I'm not ready to just surrender. But at a certain point, to maintain a competitive edge,
you got to master. So I was talking.
You got to master prompting. You got to become a quote-unquote prompt engineer.
I was talking to the fellas in the band. I'm like, we have to master this AI stuff. Music-wise, we're going to get left in the dust.
You absolutely do.
Next on you.
You mind helping me bring this shite over there?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. And I don't want to be that guy. Leave it over there. All right, we're going to jet. Give you a sugar cam. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that is a circular elevator. I think it's the only one in town, if I'm not mistaken. For those who don't know, we're at the Forum Shops. We're about to jet right now. Oh, the music is thumping up in here. Not necessarily a good thing. No, don't worry about it.
How much was Sports Scout when I was out in Denver, played LA previous round of this thing, and I was out in LA with Z while the last game was on when they caved and lost. And it was real entertaining hearing all these people all saying, oh, screaming and they were the most melodramatic fans.
Sports, but
I was like, this is too much.
TV is so clear. That's clearer than mine at home. I'm gonna leave this here, and I'm gonna leave that there.
Hey, thanks, you. Appreciate you.
That was for one, and that's for you.
Thank you.
I'll see you, man. Appreciate this. All right, 4 ads in a row. That's some bullshit. I mean, I feel like I have to apologize, but that is a YT thing.
Opa. Has you been able to get back in the gym at all yet?
Not yet. Once I'm done, I made a mental commitment. Once I am done doing all the moving around and slight renovating at the house, then I'm gonna do it. Holy cow, is that loud?
Never go heavy anymore. I'm just so chicken shit to pull out.
But I guess I could keep going on the legs and stuff. Don't panic, it's organic. You say so. Oh, I smell incense from here. It's pretty nice out for May, you know?
Oh yeah, it's not too bad at all.
It's usually in the 90s by now.
86 is pretty humid. I got on the plane yesterday in Tampa. When I got off here, I'm like, oh, it's kind of cool.
Right?
Glad I brought a long sleeve hoodie.
What time? Oh, I gotta watch. Duh. 7. Oh, that's not too bad. I got time still. Just take a quick walk, stretch the legs.
I gotta go to south.
Where you going?
Airport after this.
Really?
Yeah.
You going straight to the airport?
Yeah,
Dang.
yeah, so, 36 hours. Just like that song said, one night in Vegas. Used to happen a lot when I go to see. I'd fly on here and end up landing here and have to change planes to connect to fly to Ontario. Land here about 11 o'clock at night. The connection be 7 o'clock in the morning. So I get to hang out just enough to have some fun, stretch my legs, get back to the airport and go see her. No hotel required.
Nice.
So play a little bit of Buffalo.
Doggo. What are you doing, Doggo? They came out with yet another report. All these vendors are supposed to be getting permits and licenses, and they're not supposed to be within 2,000 feet of the front door of any one of these properties.
Yeah, that's what I saw that requirement. That pretty much alleviates the marketplace for all those folks.
You know how many applicants they had so far? 1. One person broke down and was like, F it. But they're all just, screw it, you know? They find me, they find me. They'll never find me after they find me.
I didn't go in, but I walked by for the first time that I shelled this place. I couldn't believe it. Wow, line out the door. This thing.
Yeah, I know. They're trying to be so, do they really need seating and a maitre d' in Old Red in the grand scheme of things, you know? Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was literally just checking IDs. I'm like,
no.
4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, let me seat you, blah, 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 you know, you grease the guy, get a table on the 3rd floor, and, you know, they...
comedy club.
Exactly. They Vegas did. It's not like the one in Nashville.
Enough people going Karen on their website. It's commentary and that'll get fixed.
I was with all my girlfriends by the time I got there. All my makeup was all ready because it was hot and sweaty.
Game over.
You got that down.
That should be fixed quick.
What is the holdup here? Uh-oh. Showgirl fight.
Because a man should look at a girl smiling, you know you want to.
Man, a little breathing room. Wow, the traffic is heavy tonight. Holy shit. But again, I'm not complaining about the weather. It's typically it's like low 90s by now. Actually, one of my Facebook memories came up from 2 years ago. And, you know, I did the typical take a picture of my dash thing because it was 101. Yeah, yesterday was 101 2 years ago. And right now it's like 75 and glorious.
Maybe that weather harvesting plan is working well.
Oh, yeah. You know, they stick enough aluminum in the atmosphere. And it's great. No. See, what they don't realize, if they spent like a couple hours a day in the gym and just had like sick killer bodies, they'd make 5 times more.
There were 2 last night on Fremont that spent the time in
Right,
the gym.
exactly.
I was like,
I know the 2 that you're talking about, as a matter of fact.
holy shit.
It's like the only 2 in town that would actually qualify as showgirls. And they make the big money.
Yeah.
You know, they're pulling in well over 1,000 cash a day.
Yeah, they were definitely the best. The last 5 years I've been coming to town consecutively. They're definitely the best pair I've seen. God bless them after that shenanigan.
Oh,
that
yeah,
tragedy
with
a year
I
and a
know.
half ago, that any of them have enough courage to do that job.
Well, that was sort of the demise of the truly fit and attractive ones. You know, they were all just like, nope, I'll develop an OF page. You know, don't have to deal with nothing.
Yeah, 30% pay cut for 100% more safety.
Mm-hmm. One more night of cool weather, I think. Like everyone is in no rush whatsoever. You notice that? Everyone's just like doo-doo-doo. That is a great view from up there, though. You get up top. New, daddy-o.
Those same 2 seem to always be in this area.
I'm gonna head in that direction, brother.
All right.
All right, love you, man.
Good seeing you. Love you too, man.
All right, say goodbye to Century.
Be good.
Century says, peace out.
Peace out.
I appreciate you coming by, checking me out, bro.
Oh, yeah,
All right,
most
man.
definitely, man.
I'll see you soon.
All right, be good.
Yeah. Gotta head back in this direction. Because I did park at Caesars. Friday night parking was like friggin' $28 or some shit. I forgot. Bastard. Alright. It says, wish Sentry a safe trip home. That was cool. I appreciated seeing him. That was awesome. Alright. So let's get booking back in this direction. So what do I have to do tonight? I gotta finish breaking down the studio. It's kind of sad. I'm a little bit sad, I'll be honest. Spent a lot of good times there. With you guys, of course. Let's go toss up some blessings real quick. I could smell these incense all the way by the forum shops. My sniffer is on point today. Raw dogged it. Alright. Oh, someone was tossing up all the blessings over here. Alright, let me just slide this. Those are live orchids. No shit. Someone was hoping to break even. Alright. Think about what you want to let go or what you want to bring into your life, and it's gonna happen. Put one of them out on my wrist. People have been tossing up all the blessings. Aren't those pretty? In fact, let's light this. I'm gonna light that candle. Some people specifically come here for like, you know, good bonuses on buffalo and whatnot. Alright, good. Oh, they have envelopes over here? No way. I don't see no envelopes. Nice. That was good. Big Buddha HG, what's going on? Let me fire back up the chat here so I can keep on top of this. A little overcast. Yeah, sometimes they do, Mike. They do hang around there, you know, hoping to find a couple of dumb guilos or whatnot. Alright, I feel like booking across here. Do. Oh, it's so cool right here. And did their quickest to not draw their ire. Oh, look at the marigolds. That's beautiful. What do we got going on here? Oh, she's influencing. She's an influencer. I got all the balance. The other one, before they did that, it was only about 6 inches wide. That one required some concentration. That one was very hard to do with a gimbal. But now it's like 1.5 feet wide. I could do that with my eyes closed. Caddy. I didn't see a caddy. Someone's got a 1979 Fleetwood Brougham for sale here in Vegas for $2,800, and it's like mint. It's got like 115,000 miles on it. That'd be kind of boss. But that specific year had a pretty shitty engine. There's a lot of people in town. I don't know for what. What's going on that we don't know about? It's been so quiet lately. I'm just enjoying the weather. That's an interesting drop-off right in the middle of the street. He's minding his dad. Dad is half in the bag. It's just starting to get dark now. I mean, I'll admit this smells good. I would never eat one. I told you what happened. The health department found out where one of their storage facilities was for their meat, and it was sitting out with flies all over it, and I don't know about maggots, but I can only assume there were maggots. 1,200 pounds of unrefrigerated meat that these people are selling you. It's kind of gross. Is the lookout for this one over here. They have lookouts, so if they see health department or cops, they warn them, and then they all bail. And most of them are, how do you call them? Newcomers. So even if they get cited, they're just gonna disappear.
If you let me hold you, I'll take it.
Newcomers, oh my god. Lauren, member for 40 months. You're very welcome. Oh, you sent me a memo? I'm good, on thanks. She's like, oh, come on. I'll tell you a story real quick when we go inside. Something I never thought about. Thank you, Lauren. You're awesome. Right, a 79 Seville would be awesome. Remember the old Lincolns, what was it, the Mark IV or something like that? The giant 2-door? That thing was nuts. Alright, hopefully we'll connect real quick. back in the AC. I'm heading to my vehicle. You guys come with me. Let's see. Yeah, we should be making a reconnect any second now. Ta-da-da-da-da. Gotta say, the connection is much, much better. It's better than smoothest transition ever. I don't even think you guys noticed that. We're on that Wi-Fi. That was slick. Alright, let me look at chat here. That was fun. Let's hope you guys took what I said to heart about the demise of Social Security. In essence, the reason why I even brought that up was to, you got to start thinking about yourself, thinking about your future. Unless you have like 5 kids with 5 different baby daddies, you're kind of screwed. Oh, they totally cut this off. Bastards. You see this? This is to force you to walk past all the stores. Because some algorithm said that it increases sales by 0.72%. She covered her mouth. Cool. Do. Oh, this was... What was that? Oh, that was that hat spot. Yeah. Couldn't imagine they were doing anything. No, I'll tell you the story tomorrow night. It has to do with ladies of the evening. I had a conversation with one that was interesting. I'll tell you that tomorrow. I'll keep you in suspense. Very interesting. I like to have conversations with them sometimes if they're honest, And you feel them out. Not out. And she was very honest about something that I was always curious about in the realm of ladies of the evening. Believe it or not. I'm reading chat. Chat GPT. How you doing, Sean? Your uncle had it was a Mark III, a 70 Mark III. One of the doors like 400 pounds. That thing was so huge. I remember all this little D-gens would look at like all the older guys and be like, wow. There's some old, I still love the Avante. Dave knows that. I love me some Avante. That's just an awesome vehicle. Shout out to me. I wish I could get sponsored by Toomey. They did offer me a sponsorship, but they pay, to talk about them and ram them down everyone's throat every chance I got. It's not worth it. I wouldn't do that to you, number one, but they, it's really bad. It's really bad. I think if I got you to buy something from them for like $500, they'd give me $3. It's like, no. I got better things to talk about. What's coming here? Swatch Watch. Hi. The Bud Light of Swiss watches. So let me know in the comments if you want me to still keep going down the rabbit hole of finance. and wealth accumulation. So I'll continue, because that's what's been on my mind lately. If you guys want me to keep going, I will keep going. If at the bare minimum, I want to light a fire under everyone's ass. I don't pretend to know everything. I'm not telling you, listen to me, you'll get rich. But I'm just saying, listen to me and freaking start. Because Social Security ain't going to be there soon. Fewer and fewer companies are offering 401ks. So it's sort of up to you to prepare your future. And the clock is freaking ticking. Because true compounding does not kick in till about 10 years. The true power of it. Where it just becomes exponential. So the sooner you start, the better. That's all I'm saying. Oh, what is that? Mike, $3 for a Toomey bag. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. That's about what they would pay me. I was kind of surprised at that. Affiliate programs are pretty much going by the wayside. Even Amazon. Before the shutdown, they were paying like 4 to 8% of every sale, so $4 or $8 out of every 100, depending what category. Now they're almost across the board at 1%. And they fight you too every step of the way. They're like, this didn't qualify, that didn't qualify, this didn't qualify. Hey, you made $3.02 for the month. It's like, F you. So at 1%, it's like, every little bit adds up, don't get me wrong. But affiliate marketing is certainly not what it used to be. Which is good and bad. Because a lot of people would just be grabbing any friggin' product and trying to sell it, even if it sucked. I couldn't do that. Push some crappy product out there. Yeah, this is the best.
No, it's next to us.
And it falls apart in a week. Wow, they're dead. The water grill. It's a total of 10 people in there. Freaking yikes. Yeah, retirement isn't in my book. Yeah, I hear you. At some point, I'd like to say, I'll put the money to work, because what would I say? Freaking dollar bills are the best employees. They always show up. What up? Oh, I was all up in the grill. Sorry about that. Woo! They always try to use, I appreciate that. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not what it used to be. Like on anything health related, it's not even 1%. Like someone bought, I think someone bought the collagen, which is great freaking collagen. And I think it's like at 0.6% or something like that. Anything health related is like 0.6%. But ever since, the shutdown, they're just like, we don't need influencers. Everyone's coming to us anyway. Oh, I can't even imagine the seller's fees on eBay now. I'm going to be putting a bunch of the stuff that I found in my my storage facility up. Yeah, it's great. Any collagen that has at least 4 different types of the collagen in it, 4 different, you got your bovine, you got your poultry, you got your shrimp, and you got your plant-based. Those are good. The type 1, 2, 3, and 5, they're all pretty good in the grand scheme of things, but it's getting outrageous. You know why? Because they're like, again, stupid algorithms. We're like, holy shit, people figuring out that this stuff works. People are figuring out that, their back doesn't hurt anymore, that their sugar is normal, that the aches and pains are going away, that their skin looks better. So let's raise the price. It's kind of cheesy. Maria, thank you, bro. The stream was cool. You the best. You the best, too. I do appreciate it. All right, I am going to get going. I got to see a man about a horse like that. All that coffee's like, shoo. So we're going to go out tomorrow night. I'm not sure what time. I would like to do something in the evening when it's a little dark out, but we'll see. We shall see. But that was fun. And I hope you enjoyed the conversation. And again, let me know in the comment section if you want to keep that conversation going, because I enjoy it. It's easy to talk about things that I enjoy too. That was a funny look this dude gave me. Dude, I'm not a piece of chocolate cake. Step back. Alright, so one last time I'm going to invite everyone to like, share, subscribe, and hit that bell button to get notified when I do this again, which is at least 5 times a week, and we're on a sports channel. Go check me out at heybrorfredrik.com, where I'm raw and uncensored, where we can talk about things that we can never talk about here. I mean, I push the friggin' limit here, but I have no limits over there. And it's a streaming platform. Same thing like YT, costs you just under 50 cents a day. And I got all the other links and all the other stuff down there. And I love you guys. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for Saturday night on the Las Vegas Strip. And on that note, Bror Fredrik out.